All right, it's been a minute. We talked about battle passes some time ago. I don't keep track of when this show comes out, so I don't know. The listeners will have to tell me in the comments. But we have now done some microtransactions. Ryan has gotten a battle pass or two, and we need to give our thoughts. Ryan,
the follow-up episode.
What battle passes or battle pass? Where are you dabbling with your battle passes? Where's your money going, Ryan?
Okay. Well, as you know, you got me drunk one night and encouraged me to buy the Rocket League Battle Pass.
I encouraged you to buy
I think was
the
really
most
inappropriate.
fun thing.
It was $10 whole, and I got a lot of wheels out of it. I'll say that. The other Battle Pass that I got, I earned. After playing Fortnite for 2 years. I got enough free V-Bucks to be able to purchase the Battle Pass.
Can you repeat that one more time? How you played Fortnite for how long and you got how much currency for free?
I don't know if the V-Bucks conversion is the same, but I want to in Rocket League it's like $10 I think for the Rocket Pass.
That's about the same,
so
yeah.
I assume it's probably the same since it's still Epic
So
Games.
it took you 2 years of play to get $10 for free.
I've maxed out my level, my character's level before and all of that.
Yep.
But now that I have the Battle Pass, I was in one season I was able to accrue enough currency to be able to get the Battle Pass for the following season. So, but even that is kind of like a rat race where it's I can't let myself not get the, Battle Pass because I worked this hard, and rather than shelling out the $10, it's I'm gaming the system by coasting on this free money, but actually they're the ones winning because I'm hooked on their product.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sneaky, but I really do like being able to customize my character skin. But in Fortnite specifically, I have this blue chicken, which is very cute and has this cute little shell helmet, and I think it was an Easter promotion, but it's blue. So what I could do is just hide in the water and snipe people with a bow and arrow in the water, and they can't see me, which feels like cheating. Honestly, I mean, it feels wrong that I'm able to do that because people who aren't paying don't have that same advantage. And if it's supposed to be cosmetic, I don't think it should give you an advantage. Of course, most people don't play that way. But, I do see a lot of Christmas tree type characters, and I do feel those blend into the woods a lot. So there is, I think there are cosmetic advantages that we really need to take a look at and figure out how we can make more fair or something. But
there absolutely are. I play Population 1 fairly regularly. That's the VR Battle Royale. I bought in on their Battle Pass. That one was I don't think it was $10. I actually think their Battle Pass was $5 or less, which was really nice. But anyway, the I think final skin you got on their Battle Pass was a bulky robot looking character that was red from top to bottom, just brightly red. And my friend who got the Battle Pass, he blew through the Battle Pass. He bought it, and I think a week later I played with him, and he was like, yeah dude, I finished the Battle Pass, it was pretty easy. And I was like, damn, where's that awesome skin you were using? And he put it on for 2 seconds, and I immediately saw oh, I understand why you don't wear this, and you're using the green camouflage character because the rest of the level is green, right? So there's something to that, I think. Maybe, well, just in general, there's something interesting to that. How do you mitigate or compensate for the fact that people want to be fashionistas with their cosmetics, but they also maybe don't want a gameplay disadvantage?
Right. So what if I could see it, but other people couldn't, right? I think people would have a problem with that because part of the idea of battle passes is self-expression to a degree, but it's very limited. The expression that you're given, I would just prefer to see my own character and have the default dude, personally, but I don't care what other people, it's a stock. So many other people have this blue chicken, right? I don't feel like I'm actually expressing any individuality by using the chicken. It just lets me hide in the water, and I also think he's sick. He drips water. It's nuts. Do you think that they should be visible externally? Do you think that would be too big a step away from the self-expression that people are looking for?
Oh yeah, I think that's tricky because you and I actually run into that when we're playing Rocket League, and I get let down by that because when we play Rocket League, some people will have legacy cars, like the Ghostbusters car or some Hot Wheels car, anything that we can't buy now that Rocket League is owned by Epic. And when people use that car, it's only visible to them. And like, I can't see it, and I could maybe only kind of tell that they're using that. As far as I know, I can only see that they're using like an Octane or something.
Yeah, similarly, I like have a Gears of War car, and I think people who are not playing on Xbox cannot see that I'm playing, that I'm using a Gears of War's car.
When you use that Gears of War truck, it shows up as, I think, Merc or a different type of truck. It's not like the box van. It's like the more desert scarab looking one. But yeah, exactly. Like, you're like, hey, here's my cool Gears of War skin. Do you see it? And we're sitting in the menu, you know, me and our other friend, we're sitting in the menu and we're just like, nope. Nah, dude, you're just using a regular truck. And, you know, a big part of Rocket League is appreciating your own car as well as other people's cars. And, like, being able to see cars are, like, such a thing that aren't really, like, called out that much, I guess, in pop culture anymore. Outside of, like, you know, your... Okay, well, take this with a take this with a grain of salt. Okay,
I'm gonna fight you.
Take this with a grain of salt. Like, you don't see cars much in pop culture outside the generic expensive fucking cars that all look like just sleek Ferraris that I'm too tall to get into. Like, whatever.
You are way too tall for sports cars. I never thought about that.
Though that it's like half the reason why I like can't really get into like Forza games, you know, up until they introduced like car PG mechanics. But so that is to say, when I see cars that are like, oh, a Hot Wheels car, oh, the Ghostbusters car, or oh, the Batmobile from XYZ, that brings me joy. Even if I'm losing to them, I really like that I see these things that I don't often get to see, and now I've been robbed of that for the rest of time because Epic doesn't want to show me it.
In Rocket League, I primarily play multiplayer. In Fortnite, I primarily play single player. So self-expression is really not something I'm seeking at all in Fortnite. And I also find it to be really limited. You have the character, you have the character's backpack. You can change gun skins and things like that, but you can't even really see that from the primary point of view of the game. But in Rocket League, I play with friends. And even though I don't really care about cars in general, I never... You know, I'm never rubbernecking because a car looks really nice. You know, it's just my whole life I've never really been attracted to cars. But it's fun in Rocket League, and there are enough differences, and there's enough customization. There's the, you know, the texture of the car, the color of the car, the chassis, the wheels, like hood ornaments, those kinds of type, or like, you know, like on the roof of the car, the antennas. You know, there's a lot of different things, and you can kind of like really feel like it's your car. And I have never seen anybody who has like who's driving the same car as me in Rocket League the way that I have in Fortnite. Someone could have the same getup, and there's something like fun or exciting about that for me. I'm realizing that other people play Fortnite multiplayer, so maybe that they would feel the same way or similarly.
Yeah.
But I like don't even think about the multiplayer aspect of Fortnite because I'm so used to playing like solo battle royale.
Yeah, and that's kind of interesting because I feel like you're in the outlier group of people. Like, there are certainly loads of people who play like Fortnite solo mode, but I feel like for you, Fortnite is a single player game, whereas like for the vast majority of people, Fortnite is almost like what World of Warcraft was to us.
Yes, totally.
Yeah, just the hangout space. Get your friends together, drop in Tomato Town.
And there was like dancing, like in World of Warcraft, the same kind of thing. You just get together and like, you know,
the great thing about we're going to start detouring about World of Warcraft versus Fortnite, but just really.
Oh, can we have an episode about WoW someday?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, like just real quick though, the thing I loved about like WoW versus say Fortnite is like Fortnite gives you what, like 60 seconds to like dick around and dance with people. In World of Warcraft, like, you could do that whenever you wanted. It's like, hey, I'm tired of killing boars. I'm gonna go to the nearest inn, see what music's playing, and then just hit dance and dance until somebody walks to me. And it's kind of funny because in real life, you're just sitting there staring at a dancing character, but like in your head, you're like, I'm just vibing. Who's gonna join the party? Fuck yeah. And like, you don't really get that in Fortnite. You get that for the first maybe 40 seconds, and then it becomes like, dun 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 dun, time to drop in Tomato Town and fucking kill everybody. Must get the chicken dinner. Like, for as much for as much as it is a cutesy aesthetic, it is all about like dropping bodies and being the last one standing.
They don't really drop. They get like UFO'd or like, they get,
Right.
like hologrammed up.
Yeah, of course.
But yes,
So they can,
beaming bodies.
yeah, so they can like safely get into the Chinese market. So just to clarify what I said, like in Fortnite, the reason they get like whooped, like hologrammed out is because, or it's not because, but it is good for them in a marketability sense because the Chinese market for video games doesn't allow like references to death. If I recall, like some of the earliest examples of this was like Ghosts and Goblins or Castlevania would have like skeletons, and so the skeletons would have to be exchanged with a different enemy model, and that type of thing. So anyway, when PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, was trying to get released in China, the whole like downing people and then straight killing them when they're downed was a no-go. So PUBG had to be altered to, instead of having a health bar, have like Wi-Fi signal or something. And so when you get shot, your Wi-Fi like went down, and then, you know, when you die, your Wi-Fi goes out or whatever. I don't remember the visual changes that were made, but it was very much like, oh, okay, Fortnite's doing this in a cartoony way, so it doesn't rub anyone the wrong way. And that's very much all Fortnite. Fortnite is just this it's like this Kirby of an IP. Like Kirby is such this universal thing, and they just want Kirby, but a weird cross promotional IP behemoth. Like, what if Kirby were made of money but also had the mind of a corporation? Because, you know, a corporation's not a person, it's just this ethereal eldritch enemy that like fucking mind flays everyone. Like, what if Kirby was that but made of money, and then everyone had him installed on your computer? We got really off of battle passes.
Yeah, that's a good bit that you included about the Chinese market. That's very interesting. I also really just like the lack of like gore and stuff in Fortnite. I'm glad that I don't have to see different character animations of like arms exploding or something. I'm kind of over that. I don't know, like gore really doesn't like do anything for me anymore. But, you know, the goriest of all is the car explosions in Rocket League. I mean, that's just like, well, the demolitions are brutal.
Man, I'm surprised they have not taken demos and monetized them. Yes, custom demos. I'm surprised that's not been the case, because we have seen different demolition patterns based on, I think based on what car you're using. Like, most of the time it'll say boom and have smoke, but I think if you're using the Batmobile, it makes like the bat signal, and if you're using the back to the DeLorean, you make the flame trails that like go out when you die. But that's better because it's not leaving the smoke that blinds the hell out of your teammates.
Yes, I in general agree that like demos are kind of like a disservice to the gameplay, because you can't really see what's going on when someone's demoed in front of you. I think if they were going to monetize the demos, which they totally could do the same way that they do like goal explosions, I think the best way to do it is when you demo someone else, their demo animation is like, let's say I'm demoing you. If the demo that I select in my game, or that's attached to my car, will have a animation when I demo you, not when I'm demoed.
Oh yeah, okay.
That way you feel victorious. Like you want these animations and these microtransactions are always about like elevating yourself in some way, right? Yeah. Goal explosions are celebratory. People emote when they get the final kill and they win the game. Those kinds of things. When you level up, you're unlocking new things, right? So it shouldn't be when you're punished, something happens. They want you to like step into the mind of like, yes, I'm doing, like, this is exciting. So do you know what I'm getting at?
I know what you're getting at, and I think the only counterpoint I have to that, because I'd like to agree, but as somebody who has played Rocket League for 500 hours, 500 plus hours, you're not going to see that demo explosion, because you're going to hit the guy, it's going to freeze frame, you're going to destroy him, and then boom, you're going to be right past him, and you're not going to be looking backwards.
Other people would see it.
Other
and you
people
might
would see it.
You might still see it.
You might see it in replays and stuff. Yes, but what I'm saying is like
replays,
your camera is always pointing forward, so when you ram into someone and destroy them, like your camera's going to be beyond your cosmetic that you chose. So
not if you have ball cam on.
Yeah, not if you have